I am Desiree and I'm going to explain citizenship and nationality. So, do you know the difference of citizenship and nationality? If not, then let me explain. So, citizenship is the status of being a citizen of a particular country. So, citizenship is granted to an individual when she complies to the legal formalities. So, if you're a citizen of a particular country, you have the right to live there, work, vote, and pay taxes. Well, nationality naman is simply the status of belonging to a particular nation or simply the country where you came from. For example, Kyle is from the Philippines, so he is considered Filipino. But we should also take note that a person can be a national of a country, but she can also hold a citizenship of another country. For example, Zaya is born in the Philippines, but her Filipino parents decided to live in the United States for better opportunities. So, from that example, we could say that Zia has a Filipino nationality, but she is also a U.S. citizen, for she is living in the United States and a legal citizen there. Now naman to the modes of acquiring citizenship. So, there are several ways in acquiring citizenship. First, we have by birth. By birth is subdivided into two ways. We have ius soli and ius sanguinis. So, ius soli is a Latin term which means law of soil. So, this is a rule that the citizenship of a child is determined by the place of birth. Next, we have ius sanguinis. So, it is also a Latin term which means the law of blood. So, the rule that the citizenship of a child is determined by blood relation. Next, we have naturalization. So, a person may acquire nationality through naturalization in different ways. We have through marriage, when wife assuming her husband's nationality. Also, legitimation, option, accusation of domicile, and grant on the application of the state. So, third, we have repatriation. So, repatriation, it is the recovery of nationality by an individual who were natural born citizen of a state but who had lost their nationality. So later we will explain kung paano ba nawawala ang citizenship or nationality ng isang tao. So we have the fourth mode of acquiring nationality naman, ito ay ang subjugation. So subjugation, when a state is defeated and its territory annexed, its nationals become subjects of the winning state. So, the fifth mode of acquiring nationality is through cession. So, cession is when a part of the territory of a state is ceded to another state. All national of the former acquires the nationality of the latter state. Citizenship is not forever. People may lose citizenship by the following reasons. Number one, we have by release. Example here, Germany gives its citizens the right to ask for release from their nationality. Next, we have deprivation. So, deprivation is a situation where a state actively takes nationality away from its citizens. Number three, in certain states on account of legislation, citizenship expires due to long stay abroad. Next, we have renunciation. Renunciation is a voluntary act of giving up your citizenship after acquiring foreign citizenship. Number 5, substitution. So, when an individual can get nationality of a state in substitution of nationality of other states. So, a person loses nationality of one state and replaces it with another state's nationality. Now naman, let's talk about dual citizenship and dual allegiance. So, dual citizenship means you are citizen of two countries at the same time. For example, a child born in the United States with Filipino parents can have dual citizenship because United States follows ius soli and his parents are also Filipino where ius sanguinis is followed. So, where child is legally both a Filipino and American. So, on the other hand naman, dual allegiance refers to a situation which a person simultaneously owes loyalty to two or more states. So, sa Pilipinas, dual allegiance ang pinagbabawal, not dual citizenship.
Now we move on to the next part. My name is Yula Antoinette Llamas and I will be your reporter for Statelessness. So ano nga ba ang statelessness? Ibig sabihin lang nito, you do not belong in any state. A stateless person is someone who is not recognized as a citizen or as a national under any laws of any country. So as a result, they cannot enjoy the rights associated with citizenship. Now, we have tackled the what. Ngayon naman, pag-uusapan natin paano, how. Paano sila naging stateless? It can result from a variety of factors. First factor is discrimination against certain minority groups on the basis of race, ethnicity, religion, language, or gender. The second is the gaps in nationality laws, or conflict of law between countries. They can exclude people and leave them stateless. For example, a country may not grant nationality based on birth alone, but based on descendants from a national. Meaning, children born in a foreign country may become stateless if the country does not allow their parents to pass on their nationality through family ties, leaving entire generations stateless. The third factor is the creation of new countries, transfer of territory between existing countries, or changes in borders that can result in the exclusion of groups of people that may find it difficult to prove their links to a particular country. So the fourth is the lack of birth registration to prove a person's place of birth and parentage. Siyempre, kapag wala tayong certificate para mapatunayan kung saan tayo galing, hindi nila alam kung sino tayo. Lastly, we have denationalization. So this can occur when citizens lose their nationality as a consequence of living outside their country for a long period of time. To fully understand our topic, let me show you a short video on what it really means to be stateless.
En este país, si no tienes cédula, no puedes tener un trabajo honrado, no puedes ir a la universidad, no puedes hacer nada. Es un documento que si no lo tienes, no existes.
Dajemo 1/1, gdje to kupljeno 2001. godine. Reklo ne zna se ko je, ne zna se šta je. Jednostavno, kao neki obični džukas koji šeta ulicu.
يعني ما بقدر أدخل المستشفى لأجل هويتي وكلوتي بتوجعني من هيك بتأثر فيها لأنه عندي أولاد ووضع كتير خطير يعني لأجل كلوتي.
So my life is nothing for you. I just need one person, only one person to understand me.
They can kick you, they can hit you, they can do anything they want because you don't have any right. People cannot believe that on this planet there are stateless people. But I do exist. I am a stateless person.
As what was shown in the video, stateless people are generally denied basic rights such as education, healthcare, employment, marriage, housing, and political participation. Sometimes they are also denied an official burial and a death certificate when they die. You also have to provide proof of statelessness. It is generally up to the individual to provide documentation from his or her country of origin confirming that he or she is not a national. This may not always be possible. However, some states may accept other elements of proof, such as reviews of relevant nationality laws and declarations made by witnesses and other third parties. Countries with large stateless populations are Myanmar, with more than 900,000 stateless people, Burkina Faso, Mali, Ghana, Kuwait, Cote d'Ivoire, Thailand, Iraq, and the Dominican Republic. In Europe, there are more than 600,000 stateless people due to the dissolution of former countries. About 40% of the world's stateless people live in Southeast Asia, and about 7,138 of them live in the Philippines. Some of the UN Refugee Agency's activities to address statelessness include information gathering on stateless populations, including their characteristics, challenges, and the laws and regulations that affect them. Government assistance to enact or revise national refugee legislation that can help address existing situations of statelessness and prevent new cases from emerging. Ensuring birth registration and confirmation of nationality for stateless minority groups that reside in a territory, provided they were born or have resided there before a particular date or have parents or grandparents who meet this criteria. Technical and financial support of relevant administrative and judicial institutions as well as staff training. Advocacy campaigns such as the #IBelong campaign to raise awareness and help end statelessness. To overcome the profound vulnerability that stateless people face on the daily, the 1954 Convention was established. This convention upholds the right to freedom of movement for stateless persons lawfully on the territory, and requires states to provide them with identity papers and travel documents. The convention also prohibits the expulsion of stateless people who are lawfully on the territory of a state party. Because protection provided for stateless people is not a substitute for a nationality, the states are required to assist in the assimilation and naturalization of stateless persons. The Convention explicitly excludes people who are at present receiving from organs or agencies of the United Nations other than the United Nations High Commissioner for Refugees, people who are recognized by the competent authorities to have secured legal residence in a state and is accorded rights greater than those provided for under the 1954 Convention. And lastly, people who have committed a crime against peace, a war crime, a crime against humanity, or a serious non-political crime abroad. Our very own country, the Philippines, is taking a lead role in the reduction of statelessness. These efforts are in line with the Philippines' National Development Plan and long-term vision, Ambisyon Natin 2040, as well as the Sustainable Development Goals, all of which aim to leave no one behind. Thank you very much for listening. My name is Yula Antoinette Llamas, your reporter signing out.